So here we have the $100 smartphone, the Bluboo D5 Pro review. Links in the description if you want to take a look. So this is a 5.5 inch 18:9 screen ratio, has a quad-core processor, 3 gigs of RAM, 32 gigabytes of storage, 13 megapixel and 8 megapixel cameras, fingerprint recognition, and a 2700 milliamp battery. The D5 Pro is really well built. There's a little bit of thickness to it. The frame is absolutely solid, and design is nice. It looks nice, it feels nice, it's a well-built smartphone. Now let's get into the software and the actual performance. I'm going to jump straight into the battery. Okay, so battery performance is average. You will have to charge it at least twice a day, which I have had to do. On this day, at 11 minutes past 2, it was 1%. I got 4 hours and 6 minutes on the battery. Had to charge it, and then I had to charge it further on in the evening as well. On one of the other days, it was 4 p.m. I had 1% left. I had 3 hours and 24 minutes screen on time, which for me is not good enough. The best day here, 3 p.m, I managed to get 4 hours and 54, so nearly squeezed 5 hours screen on time. But still, it was 3 p.m. and not great. I had to charge it again. But it is a 2700 milliamp battery, which comparing to most phones nowadays is relatively small. Obviously, I know iPhone, highly optimized, does have a smaller battery capacity, but D5 Pro, not very good battery performer. Now we jump on to the GPS. GPS was dreadful. Here we have a screenshot, look, 25-foot accuracy, which to me is not good enough. And the footage on the left is some of my journey, and you can see the arrow going straight off course. I didn't know where it was going. Kept trying to search for GPS. It was quite bad. The other screenshot here, look, 28-foot 2D fix. So it wasn't even a 3D fix. This is all outdoors as well. It's not very reliable. It's not reliable at all really on GPS. Luckily I know where I was going. I only use it to avoid traffic. But if you're going somewhere where you don't know where you're going, you might get lost. So I'll do my 4G speed test on EE. And that is good speed for me on 4G, not even full strength either. I have had good mobile data connectivity and 4G since I've been using it. I've been using it for over a week now. I'm going to switch on to Wi-Fi now. Okay, let's do the Wi-Fi test. Hopefully my internet is okay today. Should be 7 meg down, half meg up. But if my broadband is rubbish, it could be a lot lower. That is not very good. And I'm pretty sure that's my broadband being crap today. Let's go Wi-Fi on the Pixel just to make sure. Yeah, look. My broadband is so crap. And look, even the ping as well. Ping is 150. Ping on that is 126. Oh, it's improving a little bit. No, see, 279. So both smartphones are sort of reporting the same sort of speed. So my broadband is rubbish, just to confirm that. Because Wi-Fi connectivity on the D5 Pro has been fine. It's been good in terms of that. GPS is not though. So we have the camera to look at. So we have an 8 megapixel front facing camera at the bottom. Don't like the positioning of them. Never liked them at all. And 13 megapixel on the back. Camera quality, it is a $100 smartphone, so it's not going to be incredible pictures or videos. EIS works okay on the videos. Again, performs quite decent outside, but it is an average camera. It's not going to break records. So have a look at these pictures and videos, guys, and let me know your thoughts.
my cat, and I'm gonna save the world. Jaden, can we go on the big house?
Oh, then, Jaden, keep coming.
Jaden!
Colby, stop it a minute.
Jaden!
What you got? EIS in action here. Definitely a average camera in terms of quality. Some images and videos do look slightly overexposed at some points. Definitely performs better in daylight. So in speed and performance, it's only a quad-core CPU. It's okay navigating through most of the system or most of the phone, but there has been sluggishness at times. Opening the keyboard takes a few attempts as well. There it took a couple, but sometimes it can take a few. It's like the screen is not properly optimized. You have to maybe press it a little bit harder, but the majority of the time you find yourself having to press it again, double tap to open up certain applications and websites, and even trying to hit sign in there. It's not normally. I could hit login there, but as you can see, it's thinking I'm pressing that top bit there. Look. So things like that I found. I've also found that oh, it's working now. The flashlight wasn't working the other day when I was turning it on, but it's working now. The phone can be a little bit buggy and it is a little bit sluggish, but I did manage to run PUBG. These are the settings you need to set PUBG at there on the D5 Pro. It's not smooth by all means. I did try it on medium settings and sort of balanced, and it was very sort of jittery. We did have moments of smooth gameplay, but this is probably the better setting to set it on. Okay, so I'm on solid ground. Just show you a few bits here. This is where you'll spot most of the drop frames and lags when they're running. A little bit of lag there, but it is playable. It is definitely playable. I've got these L1 and R1 buttons on there as well. I definitely recommend these settings. Obviously it doesn't look the best, but the game is still playable. Got no bloody bullets. Oh, someone's shooting me. There they are. I ain't gonna kill them from there, am I? Got no bloody bullets either. Go on, kill me. How good are you? You can't believe shoot me from there. So it's a little bit jumpy there, look. That might be network connectivity as well as come on, kill me already. There we go, guys. So I'm gone. I'm a goner. PUBG does run on this smartphone, but you have to put it on low settings. If you look at the back, it's getting a little bit warm now, and the fingerprint sensor is getting quite hot. Let's test this fingerprint sensor for you. This about 90% accurate, and it can be a little bit sluggish at times when the phone's having a sluggish moment, but obviously for the camera it's not showing you any of that. It's working absolutely perfectly. but it isn't the best. It's a bit sluggish and doesn't always recognise your fingerprint. Let's try my other finger. Oh, yeah, not recognised. There we go, did it. So this has a decent display. Like, the build quality is great. The display is very good for this budget smartphone. It's only a 1280 by 640p resolution, which is a strange resolution. And I covered that in my unboxing video I did last week. Viewing angles are decent as well on this smartphone. Brightness, very good. So I'll demo to you the sound quality. I recommend turning the bass loudness off on this smartphone. It doesn't improve things at all really, it makes it quite distorted. With bass loudness off, it's a lot better, truer sound. And when you turn the volume up and down, there's a good degrade in volume. A nice even degrade. Again, I covered that in the unboxing video. So, yep, sound quality is acceptable. It's not the greatest, but it's not bad. This pretty much concludes my review. The plus points on this smartphone is definitely the display. Very good display, and you wouldn't think you'd be watching it in 640p on YouTube or any sort of video. Very well built, solid frame, good design, smart design, plastic back. It's held up pretty well as well. No scratches I've witnessed on there. Although the frame at the bottom, you can just see a tiny little mark there where the paint has come off. And also around the front corners. Don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but you can just make that out. The corners on there, the paint has come off slightly on the metal frame, which is a little bit of a low point. But overall, build quality is pretty decent, feels good, and looks good as well. Unfortunately, GPS is poor. Overall performance is average, can be quite sluggish. Yes, it's a $100 smartphone, so you're not going to get a super fluid performing smartphone, but I would expect better. And I've seen better for around the same price. Does run PUBG, so it can run gaming. Obviously you have to have on low settings. Any sort of high-end gaming, run them on low sort of settings. Normal navigation through the phone isn't too bad, but when you come to mobile browsing, WhatsApp, text messaging, that's when it does underperform. Camera is average as well. So overall, it is an average smartphone. I've not been blown away by it, but it is cheap, and some of the performance, I suppose, reflects the price. So guys, that is the end of the review. I've been 100% honest. Bluboo themselves actually sent me this smartphone, and they're also sending me the Bluboo S3, which I am expecting a lot better from. Unfortunately, they need to do a little bit more work on this, maybe a few updates, just to rectify a few little bugs and issues, and it'll be a pretty nice phone. But there are links in the description, guys, if you want to take a look. Any questions, please comment below. I'd love to know your thoughts. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you very soon.